Joe and I have just arrived at the Puzzle Lake area, and we had a bit of a mishap. I have zero experience with the canoe, and he told me it was intippable.
Never said that.
That's exactly what he said. I quote, intippable. So I may have sat on the side of the canoe while we were packing everything up, and may have flipped the canoe over, luckily in about 2 feet of water. That's like 30 centimeters for the Canadians. And yeah, I'm soaked, and I got my backup shoes on here. We're good to go, and we're drying everything out. Joe's kind of pissed at me. So Joe, how'd you sleep last night?
Bad.
Why is that?
My toesies were cold.
Toesies were cold. Hands too cold?
Toes too cold.
Toes too cold.
So, we're going in the lake again today, or?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a dip. Fully clothed, full pack, everything.
Get our drying gear.
Yeah, this is yeah. This is canoeing with Kyle. Let's take a swim with all our gear and clothes on. Good times.
It's gonna be a good day. Did you show the massive amount of blood in our canoe?
Oh yes, this is fun. This is from the slaughter. Oh yeah. We might want to clear that out, man. It's kind of gross. Dead fish guts.
Yeah, we will.
So what'd you get there, Joe?
Be a northern pike on a treble MEPS number 3. Damn, son! Chill out. Let's see if I can get him up her.
It's all mucusy as such, they are, but I don't know. I can't really
Get his teeth. 1 second. Let me see. Can you get that? His teeth?
Yeah, they got some teeth in there.
So we're gonna eat this guy for sure.
So put your finger in there, see what happens.
So what you want to see is big dinner plates coming out when you're chopping live aspen.
So what Joe and I have done is we're going to make an L-shaped shelter. I'm going to do mine with natural insulation, bed, and natural top. And Joe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do man-made insulation, a man-made shelter out of improvised materials. I'm gonna use a Mylar blanket and just a sleeping bag and a wool blanket.
Alright, so we've been working for about an hour and a half, and this is so far what we've got. I've got my ridge pole set up with the back started. Joe's got his little Mylar deal going. And Joe's working on some firewood over there. Making progress. You got it. It's some pretty good wood.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Splitting nice, it's hardwood.
So far, I've got as much done as I can on my natural shelter. I found a downed pine. We cut as much as I could and threw it on the back. Joe's got some firewood stacked up. It's really windy, so hopefully it's not going to rain tonight because I'm going to get wet. It's like a wind-resistant Moisture resistant shelter. That's best I have there. Joe and I have completed our shelters, and we just did some fishing. And Joe did pretty good. He got a big pike. I was pretty unsuccessful. And fixing dinner. Joe, what do you have for this evening?
Well, sir, I have a ribeye steak waiting to put that on the grill, and I've got hobo dinner with potatoes and green beans in it. Or not green beans at all. With potatoes and red peppers and yellow peppers.
Speaking Canadian again, huh? Morning, Joe. How'd you sleep?
I slept alright. It started raining at like 3 in the morning, and some of my stuff got wet, but I stayed dry.
It's good. My shelter kept a little bit of rain off. It's not real waterproof up here. The water resistance though helps. All right, now we're good. The outer.
Oh, it's a little crappy though.
Perfect game.
Timber.
Joe and I are attempting to do some bow drill here. This is for the Hardwoodsman Threes challenge here. As you can see, it's I don't know if you can see, it might be too bright, but it's absolutely pouring out. Stuff won't split, will it? There we go. You just ripped it apart with your hands, didn't you?
White pine.
All brown.
Start for whole bearings of it. Yeah.
Ain't gonna work.
Pardon?
Ain't gonna work.
No way.
No way.
Oh, nice one. That's Kyle's second bass and my 0 bass still.
Not bad, man.
He's a small guy. Oh, it's a pike.
Oh,
Did you see him?
yes!
In the video?
Yes! I don't know about in the video. Ah!
Kyle's been whooping my bum.
Well.
Oh, whoa, look at his fins all deformed.
Oh, that's pretty bizarre.
Take my good hand. Nice size.
Nice work, man.
Happy with that one.
Dang.
Big bass, big bears. That's another big one. Holy crap.
Dang.
Thank you.
Nice.
That sucked.
o'clock in the morning, and we just had a big storm come through. It's pretty good winds, probably a couple inches of rain. There's puddles all over the place, and all my gear is a little on the damp side. So hopefully the sun comes out. It's a nice day. A little chilly now. Back into the covers. So it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we just got pounded by this pretty good storm. Most wind I think we've ever hammocked in before.
Definitely.
And there's my setup over there. As you can see, the wind from the lake comes off and then pounds me, and I had a giant sail flapping in my face. And then Joe over here, who set his hammock off the ground about 10 feet, was pummeled by rain on this end. And there's puddles everywhere.
Puddles in my hammock.
There's puddles in his hammock, and you know Joe didn't wet the bed. It's just, that was quite the storm, man. Got some SpongeBob going on here. Joe and I sitting down. Joe's having some extra high gluten meal, and we're gonna sit back, and then we're gonna attempt to make it back to the canoe. Joe and I are coming back from our navigational challenge, and it's pretty rough terrain. There's rocks and trees and holes. And oh yeah, it rained a couple inches last night. Lots of fun. So Joe, do you want to tell us the camera what just happened?
Well, Kyle and I were walking coming this way, and we saw a bright patch of red on that side, and we both could have sworn that it was the canoe.
No. You go, oh, that's canoe, and I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. So let me show you the canoe right there. Good catch.
Thanks. Oh, I think I licked him. Ew.
Three strokes. Alright, so here's the kind of wind that we were dealing with earlier today.